Good morning, guys. So we're at the most extreme we've ever been in the QDB service on the sentiment skew. So there's nearly 24 people selling indices versus the one bull. Okay, so there's so many bears out there right now. We're getting so skewed and so squished that I think we're going to have to see like a reversal, because it's not healthy. Basically, it's just one-way traffic. And it's just like an extinction event for the bears, basically. Technicals have dumped, and so they go and get reset at 44. So do that now. And you know, these bears just they held on and they held on, and then they held on. Prices pumping and pumping and pumping, and now we've got a risk event that's come out overnight, and so we'll have to test. It'll be like a test for the bears, and they have to give up because. It's just the way it is. It's like a tug of war, and you can't have one losing side for months on end. It just can't happen. It needs to be give and take. Okay, so the risk, you know, we sort of fell on the indices slightly, not too heavy. VIX rose slightly, and Nikkei was down quite a bit, nearly 2% there. UK and France up a lot. Now the thing is of note, if we come to Thursday. Look at France, look at UK, okay? So they've started to sell France and UK. They're also selling DAX as well, and because of that, that's really pumped this. And because that's pumped, it's impacted that. So we're at our historical highs on the sentiment, so we couldn't really get any more skewed, so today is going to be really, really important. I'm going to do the bulletin tomorrow morning. Going to do this, and then I'm going to take the whole day off, and I'll be back Monday. In fact, I'll be back Sunday for the COT data. But I'm not going to be trading tomorrow for the NFP, because it's not an ideal scenario when we're this skewed. Okay, really we should be falling because of the skew. Okay, we've got UC, GA, and U at the top. They could be a little bit more green, perhaps, and we've got a lot of yen. Cross yen coming down as well, AJ, UJ, CJ, EJ as well. We've exceeded ADR actually on quite a few things, so technically we're kind of overdone already. It's not even London open, so it's going to be a bit of a bonkers day. They've sold yen, and so price is pumped. Alright, so that's how that works. Okay, failure rate is bonkers. They get absolutely destroyed, and that would be fairly normal. This is the global failure rate that takes into all currencies. This is the dollar and the yen. So they're getting really squished on their dollar and on their yen exposure. Yeah, robot time. So we're just positive, just about positive. Remember, we're looking to break even, make a little bit of profit, because the way that things are moving, it's just very erratic, and there's a lot of unknown variables about it. Like, for example, we could get to the stop loss cluster for gold, but you know, if this risk event is legit, then this is going to probably propel higher, and it might want to come and get these stops. So, for example, you know, if gold was included in the robot, it would be really hard to guess what would happen at the SLC. I mean, really, we should hit that and come down and get the SLC below, and we're going to do this. But if the fundamentals kick in, then it's going to override the sentiment. So this is why it's opening up hedge trades, and this is why we're looking to break even, make a little bit of profit. We are up on the week. I'm not sure about tomorrow, because NFP nonsense, we're probably going to come down and take stops, and it's going to probably be bad for the robot. So maybe, depending on how tomorrow goes, I'll look at the robot, perhaps look at making the stop loss a bit wider. If we do that on the stop loss, we have to make the take profit wider as well. It has to at least be 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, I just got a feeling tomorrow's going to be a stop hunt on dollar, and it's going to be quite annoying. So that's why I'm going to take tomorrow off. I've also had a good week in gold as well, make quite a bit of profit. So I've got a sell order at the SLC, and then hopefully to target the SLC below, and the stop loss is quite tight. So if it goes and triggers it and reverses, that'd be awesome. But we'll have to wait and see. Indices. And let's have a look at DAX. So they're going long, or slightly less short, because you wouldn't really be buying up here. you'd have to be a bit crazy to be buying up here. So I think this is less shorts. However, you can see how it's ticking higher, but price is coming up. So this is going to be like it'll break their spirits. Basically, it will destroy them. On, you know, it's like a soul destroying thing where it's just so cruel and horrible. You'd want to be so careful. So I think it probably want to gun to those highs, but there's going to be stops, and then, you know, then we come down and it'll probably gun and get the stops. But what should happen right now is that they're going less short or more long. So this is naughty. This is phony. Okay, so I think it's just going to break their spirits, and it's going to try and eradicate them. And it's just incredibly cruel. And the thing is, and I know that they have to get punished, but look at that. Where did we make? We made the buy down here. Right now, it's just like, is that one-way traffic, or is that, you know, or what? It's just absolutely bonkers. And zooming out, we're actually really sideways, but zooming in, you can see how they're going long, or should I say less short. So this is a naughty candle, but like I said, it's probably going to come up to destroy them, and that's it. And it's just horrible. It's quite evil, actually, to be honest with you. Here's 30. See, they started to capitulate a little bit. So this is less bears. This is less shorts. Okay, I don't think people will be buying up here. They might be, but I think this would be getting them out of the casino. They probably had stops here, right? And then that wick took them out. Hence that move. Now sideways. So could be quite tricky. The thing is, if this comes up, it will do the same as DAX, and it will basically, it's like it's just like a harsh lesson. You know, it's just going to be a punishment for those bears. Basically, they started to sell down here. I see the crossover. That's just absolutely crazy. S&P, yeah, just erratic, horrible. And so we can make a box up here, and that's today's video. So like I say, be careful, you've got to trade safely. These are not good markets to be trading, really, and we're also at a historical high. This is going to be a resistance, right, because they've gone long, or so I say less short, so, you know, create a supply. So if we come up, it should be a resistance, and it's just a horrible chop on the indices. So remember this as well. This is absolutely bonkers. So we really should be falling on indices, and I think DAX is just being naughty, and it's probably just wanting to crush their spirit and just get them out of the casino. And they could argue there's too many retail traders, so it might be doing that just to get them out, and then maybe we'll get some like normality, resume back into you know, in the indices. You know, maybe the retail guys are causing too much skew, so they're getting punished for that reason. So be careful, and I'll speak to you guys soon.